What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at Wall Street PR. In today's video, I'm going to be going over Roblox Corporation. Ticker symbol is RBLX, and as you guys can see, they're currently trading over here on the right-hand side of your screen at just $23.97 per share, and they did just reach an all-time low as well of $21.65. Their all-time high being $141.60, so obviously they're in this clear downtrend, and they are kind of breaking these 52-week lows and really bottoming out. But before I break this down, give my price predictions, my price analysis, and things like that, as always, I want to go over some of the recent news and talk about the reason behind that massive downtrend. So you can see this was actually published today from Yahoo Finance, and it's titled Roblox Stock Down After First Quarter Earnings Rattle Investors. You can see down here, Roblox shares are moving lower after a disappointing Q1 earnings report. If we take a look down here, you can see daily active users hit a record in the quarter. Guys, 51.4 million, but the growth is slowing down. If we take a look down here, you can see active users in April is up 23% versus a 28% growth rate in the just completed quarter. So again, another well-known tech company, perhaps tied to the reopening of the world, is seeing slowing growth. If we take a look back at the actual numbers on another Yahoo Finance article, you can see the quarterly loss was 27 cents per share versus the estimate of a loss of 21 cents per share. This compares to a loss of 46 cents per share a year ago. These figures are adjusted for non-recurring items. This quarterly report represents an earnings surprise of negative 28.57%. A quarter ago, it was expected that this online gaming platform would post a loss of 11 cents per share when it actually produced a loss of 25 cents per share, delivering a surprise of negative 127.27%. And over the last 4 quarters, the company has surpassed consensus EPS estimates just once. Roblox, which belongs to the Zacks gaming industry, posted revenues of $631.21 million for the quarter ending March of 2022, missing the estimate by 1.88%, which was just a minor miss there. In terms of percentage on revenue, I'm not really too concerned about that. This compares to a year ago revenues of $652.28 million, and the company has topped consensus revenue estimates 2 times over the last 4 quarters. And the sustainability of the stock's immediate price movement based on the recently released numbers and future earnings expectations will mostly depend on management's commentary on the earnings call. And Roblox shares have lost 76.1% since the beginning of the year, and obviously a little bit more now, given the recent pullback that just occurred in this past week. You can see what's next for Roblox. While Roblox has underperformed the market so far this year, the question that comes to investors' mind is what's next for the stock. There are no easy answers to this key question, but one reliable measure that can help investors address this is the company's earnings outlook. Not only does this include current earnings expectations for the coming quarters, but also how these expectations have changed lately. So you can take a look down here, read this article for yourself. It might be listed down below in the description of this video. So obviously, you mix in the fact that the market has been absolutely brutal. We had the worst month since 2008. So that does not help any of these growth stocks that are reporting their earnings. You can see, like I mentioned in my last video, if you Google stock market crash, you'll find a ton of articles. This one titled "The Stock Market Crash is Just the Beginning. The worst of the market crash may be yet to come." Just a lot of fear coming out by these big financial websites, kind of pumping all this out to the broader market and all these people. So all these people are fearing a recession. They're fearing a massive drop when the market has honestly already fallen a pretty good amount. We're clearly in a bear market. So you give the fact that inflation's super high. There's all these investment fears from the general public, and the fact that they had a Q1 earnings miss, and that's why Roblox stock is down from $141.60 to the current price of just $23.97. If we go ahead and zoom in a little bit further, you can see they have this clear upwards and downwards channel. I'll go ahead and mark this in just so you guys can get a better visual of what it actually looks like. You can see a descending channel right there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and draw in this bottom trend line as well. This is kind of like this. I know it kind of cuts over the top of this, and they actually have broken below this a few times. You can see at the moment they are kind of nearing the bottom of this channel, currently sitting on this lower trend line. That leads me to believe that they will bounce off of this. I think the entire market as a whole is going to recover these next few weeks, which is going to lead to a recovery alongside with Roblox. I think they're going to see a move like this Not a straight up move or anything like that, but a pretty violent candle all the way up to about $40 a minimum. My long-term price target or short to mid-term price target on Roblox is $55 per share. You can see the current RSI is sitting at oversold at 29.03. The MACD is looking pretty solid for reversal as well, so I am a buyer at this price of $23.97. I think this is extremely undervalued. I think the pullback was over-justified, but I also think that the spike to the all-time high was an overvaluation as well. I think a fair value price target for Roblox is between $50 to $70 per share, which I know is a pretty broad range, but I do think the stock will settle between that area for quite some time until they see some improvements with their earnings results. But with that said, guys, that's about it for this video. Be sure to do your own research before investing and only invest what you can afford to lose. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.